April Fool's Day is the one day of the year when the developers of Clash of Clans can let loose and prank their players to their heart's content. From fake update announcements to wacky gameplay changes, we're taking a look at the funniest jokes that the team at Supercell has ever played on their players. So, with that being said, let's get right into it.
Let's do this.
Starting with the very first prank in 2014, a video was uploaded on Chief Pat's channel titled New Update Announcement, where he interviewed the game's lead developer Jonas at the Supercell HQ. The interview, or announcement, starts off by Jonas explaining that this update is huge. Never have they ever worked on an update so much, and it'll blow everyone's socks off. After sharing a graph of the most requested features, it's finally revealed that the Valkyrie is getting a new level. Once the joke became apparent, things took a hilarious turn. The level 5 Valkyrie was massive and had a crazy radius, and it appears that when she died, she took like half the base along with her. The Hogs were announced to have gotten a nerf as well, so they were tiny and very slow. And finally, the video was wrapping up with Jonas teasing some ideas that may come in the near future, like Valkyrie tournaments, Valkyrie XP, whatever that means, and customizable Valkyries. Yeah, this update was ahead of its time. Now, if you noticed in that chart earlier, Clan Wars was in it, a feature that didn't exist at the time, and the community knew this was coming, but before they officially announced Clan Wars, they had to pull one more prank the exact same day as the Valkyrie prank. Clown Wars. Clown Wars was revealed with this picture on all their social medias, and various content creators would cover this huge update as part of the joke. But that wasn't all. Clash of Clans announced that they were changing their name to Clash of Clowns in a slideshow presentation. The slideshow goes on describing the new features and changes, the main currency being donuts here. Now, even though this was all just a big old joke, the screenshots were in collaboration with an actual game called The Simpsons Tapped Out, which actually went on to release an entire update for their game, basically cloning Clash of Clans. It appears this was possible due to a good relationship with Supercell, so both of them were having fun pulling pranks and releasing whole ass updates.
I don't use gems! I'm a grinder! A grinder!
Kinda crazy, but it's funny. Maybe some other time I can dive into the update in question. Anyways, the slideshow concludes with that image we saw earlier. Clown Wars. At this point, everyone knew they were trolling, but that's okay because it was the funniest shit ever at the time. Clash of Clans had been teasing Clan Wars for a long time, so they had to have some fun with it. The actual Clan Wars was announced a day later and released on April 9th, 2014. The next year in 2015, at the height of Archer Queen memes due to how bad her AI was, Supercell decided to do a little trolling. But instead of posting it themselves, they went to the next biggest source of news that everyone trusted, Chief Pat. He would upload a video titled New Update Archer Queen Rework. Now at the time, this would have been very good news because the goofy queen had really bad AI. There was a running joke that all she did was target walls, and trust me, it was as bad as it sounds. The video starts off with Pat explaining that during his visits to Supercell, he shared some ideas and expressed his frustrations with the team about the Archer Queen. After a simple barge attack, the queen is dropped in front of two buildings and she completely ignores them and goes for the walls and continues to go for more walls after that. Yeah, huge plot twist that caught everyone off guard. I don't think I need to explain, but just in case, the joke here is that instead of targeting walls 75% of the time, you don't gotta worry, she now does it 100% of the time. And as a bonus, she now did 500% more damage to walls, essentially making her a true wall buster. Just the next year in 2016, Supercell would upload a video on YouTube and their social medias titled Introducing the Official 2016 Clash of Clans Desk Calendar. This is exactly what it sounds like. It was a calendar with various Clash characters in swimsuits for the year of 2016. I mean, just look at the Tesla, god damn! At the end of the fake ad, it says it's coming soon. However, the calendar was never intended to come out anytime soon. It was just an April Fool's joke. Days went by, weeks, months, and no mention of the calendar because that's how it works, right? To everyone's surprise, the calendar turned out to be real. A few content creators received some for giveaways, and there's a couple unboxing videos out there, and no, these unboxings were not jokes. They were actual giveaways hosted in the middle of summer, and both the creators gave thanks to Supercell for providing the calendars. So even though the entire thing was a joke, the calendars ended up being real. But it was most likely made after seeing that there was actual interest in it, which could explain why they're so rare. This was a very limited print. I mean, I couldn't find any for sale or proof they even existed besides 2 videos and 1 Twitter post. Let's say I'm wrong though, and perhaps they did intend to give away some the entire time. Not gonna lie though, pretty fascinating. In 2018, Supercell stepped it up a notch. They went full force with this year's prank, and this was probably due to companies realizing that this is a great way to catch everyone's attention, all while putting a smile on their face. Coming soon, the Clash Cap starts off by a CEO of a tech company explaining that they had been sharing ideas with Supercell for the world's first hands-free mobile gaming device. Specifically how he describes it, mind-controlled clashing. They put the Clash Cap on the tester, which ironically makes him look like a wall breaker, and using his brain he starts doing various tasks in Clash of Clans.
I want you to donate a baby dragon.
It's pretty funny, not gonna lie. And toward the end of the video, the CEO announces that you should expect a launch within the next 12 to 18 months. It's hard to tell if anyone got fooled by this due to the hilarious nature of the fake announcement, but personally, it's my favorite April Fool's joke pulled by Supercell. The smallest of the April Fool's Day pranks by the Clash team was in 2020. However, it probably fooled the most out of every prank on this list. In March 21st of that year, the bowler was added into the game. And about a week later, there was an update that retextured the default scenery. And with it was the waterfall that had been previously removed in December of 2012. So the bowler and the waterfall, what prank could they have possibly pulled where these 2 things are worth mentioning? Well, on April 1st, Clash of Clans went to social media and posted, "Rumor has it that if you stare at the waterfall long enough, once in a while you might be able to catch a glimpse of a troop bathing in a waterfall lake," with this picture attached. Now, because the waterfall in the bowler was new, and the fact that Clash doesn't pull a prank every year, some really started to go stare at the waterfall and question the legitimacy of the post. You could argue that the credit is a dead giveaway, but some could have mistaken that as just someone who screenshotted their findings, and Supercell just wanted to share it as a fun fact. A year later in 2021, the Clash team would return for yet another prank, just before a massive update, much like they did for Clan Wars. There was a lot of hype about the next update probably being Town Hall 14, and as usual there were tons of leaks floating around. One particular leak had players scratching their head though, a building that looked like a doghouse? What? Lots of people pointed out that this looked very un-Clash-like. There's no way this is real. And they weren't exactly sure what it was supposed to be if it was real. But on April Fools, the Clash team would post on their socials, "Forget about Town Hall 14, this is the update we've all been waiting for. Introducing Clash Pets. Now you can take your queen and her dog for a walk." Now, I'm gonna play the entire clip for you since it's pretty short, and I think you'll have a good laugh.
Are your heroes feeling a little lonely? Could they do with a friend? Introducing Clash Pets. Barbarian King just loves his Loki. Grand Warden's wonderful Wendy. Archer Queen and her terrific Ted. Royal Champion's most excellent Edgar. Get your hero Clash Pets today!
Now you might have noticed that there is no pet house shown in the video, but people started to connect the dots between the leaks and the obvious April Fool's announcement. Maybe this prank was a sneak peek. After all, a random ass owl appeared in the Hammer Jam video just a day before, and everyone was right. The April Fool's joke was kind of true, and Supercell is known to pull these jokes where it's half true. 2023. Yes, I went back to record this one because how could I possibly upload a video that was gonna be outdated on the same day I uploaded? Anyways, this year's April Fool's prank was uploaded on YouTube in their usual update news format. Nothing was super obvious until you kept watching the video. Darian first announces a auto bot which essentially handles the entire base for you, so much that the game doesn't need you anymore. It does everything: design your base, upgrade your buildings, train your troops, everything. Darian also announced a 24-hour day and night cycle for the game, except it will be locked in Helsinki time. So if it's nighttime in Helsinki, it'll be nighttime for your game no matter where you are. Also, a rework for how the walls work in the builder base. Instead of 5 tile walls connected to each other, they're changing it to 10. So have fun making square bases. And the final change, a clashy AI which is terrible at doing what you want it to do.
Please perform a pro-level Queen Charge Lalo attack with a guaranteed 3-star victory.
Understood. Spamming mass goblins.
Gotta start from somewhere, right? Overall, this year's April Fool's prank was meant to feel like just another update, with every feature announced getting more and more wacky. So yeah, that is every April Fool's prank that the Clash team has pulled. You may have noticed that it doesn't happen every year, and I think that's great. It adds to the suspicion. But yeah, let me know what was your favorite on the list. With that being said though, I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a gaming out. Peace.